Thousands of bright young people today who cannot afford to go to college. That is crazy and unfair, not only to the individuals, to the young people, but to the future of our economy. In the last election in November, 80% of young people didn't vote. If large numbers of young people continue not to vote, not to participate in the political process, you're quite right, we will not succeed. If people do stand up and say, yes, this is crazy, college education should be affordable for all people, we will win it. That's why I've introduced legislation does two things. Number one, it says that all public colleges and universities must be tuition-free, meaning that everybody, regardless of their income, who has the ability and the desire, can get a higher education. Number two, that we're going to deal with the issue of student debt, which is just crushing millions of people in this country, and we do that in two ways. Number one, we say that if you can refinance your home today at 2 or 3%, you should not be paying 8 or 10% interest rates on your student debt. Secondly, the federal government must get out of the business of profiteering, of making billions of dollars on student debt from working class families. And I think the American people agree that the way you fund that program is through a tax on Wall Street speculation. We bailed out Wall Street, now it's Wall Street's time to start helping the middle class and working class of this country.
You know, very often that point is that this is really far-fetched. Imagine in the wealthiest country in the history of the world that has massive income and wealth inequality, that we would say that all kids in this country have the right to go to a public college and a university tuition-free. And let me add to that, maybe we should do what every other industrialized country also does and guarantee health care to all people as a right. How's that? Very far-fetched? I don't think it's far-fetched. Countries all over the world are already doing that. What countries understand that in a competitive global economy, you need the best educated workforce. We do not have the best educated workforce. So making certain that kids can get the education they need and not leave school deeply in debt is not only good for the young people, it is good for the future of this country. This is not a radical idea. You want to hear a radical idea? Here's a radical idea, that in the last 30 years, trillions of dollars have been redistributed from the middle class to the top 1/10 of 1%. That is a radical idea. Making public colleges and universities tuition-free is not a radical idea.